I'm in Berthoud, Colorado. It's a small town an hour north of Denver. I got a call from a woman named Rebecca. Now, she sounded hysterical. Says whatever's in the house is killing her from the inside out, and there's nothing she could do about it because it follows her wherever she goes. I really hope we can help her out.
Before Amy arrives, I clear the area of any leading information. Photographs, personal items, and even religious statues need to be covered or removed. When I'm done, the location will be ready for tonight's walk.
I don't feel good.
I usually open myself to communicate with the dead a few hours before I get to a location. But tonight, I'm very sick and vulnerable. So I'm opening inside the house. I'm like seeing blood. There's blood all over the walls. It looks very dreamlike. This woman's screaming and crying, and this is a nightmare.
You know, Rebecca, I talk to a lot of scared people, and when we spoke, I can hear the desperation in your voice.
I hate being in my home.
You look upset already. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta ask a question. I mean, why don't you just leave?
I feel like whatever's here is attached to me. Whatever it is gonna follow me.
Okay, so now, do you live here alone?
I live with my mom, and I have a boyfriend that frequently spends the night here.
How long have you lived here?
I grew up here, and I've lived here off and on throughout my adult life.
Your family bought this house.
We built it in 1984.
I mean, when did the activity start getting really bad?
It got bad about 2 years ago.
What do you think is causing all of this?
A lot of fracking started in this area.
Is that close by?
It's very close,
Okay.
like within a mile.
Now, you guys have been here over 30 years. Do you know any history in the area?
There was a deadly car crash just across the street about 12 years ago.
All right, so I'll look into that. Anybody that passed away in the house, stuff like that?
My dad passed away here about 6 months ago. He was 82.
Okay, what did he pass from?
Kidney failure.
Now, did he pass away in the house?
Not in the house. He left the house in an ambulance and died about 2 weeks later in hospice. This is my dad probably about 15 years ago.
Okay.
And this is a picture of my dad and me.
What can you tell me about your father?
He suffered for a long time with depression. He was affected by something here. He used to talk about people coming to visit.
So do you think he was suffering from the paranormal that was going on here and didn't know how to deal with it?
I think so.
Have you done anything to combat what you've been through?
We've had people come to do cleansings, exorcism. We had a demonologist come out.
That's quite a list right there. And nothing's helped?
Just for a short period of time.
I know you have a lot going on, Rebecca, but give me a list of what's happening.
Hearing noises, seeing weird things. It's become very violent, and I think my personality has changed.
Okay, in what way?
I used to be really easygoing, very happy all the time, and now I'm filled with anxiety. I'm overly sensitive, kind of turned into a tension between me and my mom, tension between me and my boyfriend.
And what do you hope we can do for you?
I'd like to be comfortable in my home. I'd like to not be getting hurt anymore.
Yeah.
The only thing about this area is like the energy chaos. This is all like living energy stuff, you know, a male and a female arguing. The energy here is very hectic and chaotic. It's too much noise.
Okay, so Rebecca, what's going on in here?
Coming into the hall, I felt something push me on my left shoulder, so I turned to see and just so quickly went backwards over this and left me with bruises and scratches on my back.
I mean, it's a pretty high opening. It had to be a pretty strong push.
Yeah.
Thank God there's no glass in between here.
Yeah.
All right, so what else is going on?
Just last night, I was walking down the stairs. Something pushed me from behind, and I fell down the stairs. Hurt my shoulder.
I mean, I hate to be an But, I mean, are you clumsy at all?
Not clumsy enough to make stuff like this happen.
And you wonder why you have anxieties through the roof.
I just feel like a walking target all the time. Just felt sexually assaulted in my bed.
Okay, all right. Does this happen more than once?
No, just one time.
It's a lot more violent than we thought. Okay, I'm really glad I took this case.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. I'm seeing a shadow person in here. I think it's a real shadow person. And I see it attacking the person in here. Usually shadow people are just all like, suck the life out of you. This is like physically assaulting this person. Yeah, I see a female with brown hair. She's probably, I don't know, in her 30s, average build. Like I see a person laying, the shadow person's like on its hands and feet, and it's huge, it becomes huge. And the person's like underneath it.
You know, Rebecca, after everything you've told me so far, I'm afraid to even ask what else is going on.
I have seen a black creature, like with lots of long tentacles all over it. Shiny black, no face to speak of.
How big of a mess are we talking about? Like this?
Probably 4 feet.
You on any medication or anything?
No,
So nothing's making you hallucinate?
no.
Okay, anything else going on in here?
I've gotten scratches and bruises in bed.
Okay, what kind of scratches and bruises are we talking about?
Well, I have some pictures. Here's a picture of some scratches.
Jeez. See, there's blood here. I mean, I've seen cats in the house. Cats coming to bed with you guys?
Cats go in their own room at night.
All right, anything else?
One time I was laying in bed and I felt like I was punched in the face, and it was so hard that I had a tooth knocked out.
Oh, which tooth was it?
It's this one right here. It's insane. I feel crazy sometimes.
You have a tough go here.
There's a lot of interaction between this shadow person and this living person. This is a pretty much every night thing. Dragging them off the bed, being pushed down to the floor. Trying to take them through the walls, which doesn't work if you're alive. Wouldn't be surprised if there would be bruises from being grabbed and moved and dropped. Never seen such interaction between a living person and a shadow person before. I'm feeling frustration from the shadow person. Almost like this shadow person thinks this person is another shadow person and isn't doing what they're supposed to be doing. This is very odd behavior from an actual shadow person.
So would you say this person is in danger?
Yes, I think that maybe the shadow person will figure out a way to make this person disappear.